Yes, welcome to the stream. Big ups. We got This Is City in the stream who hit I almost said 1K, 4K today. So huge congratulations there. One milestone of many. So big ups to that, bro. Absolutely deserve it. Great channel. Again, thanks for the help for this channel at the start. No problem, pal. Better YouTube space of you in it, if you ask me. But yeah, congratulations, 5K soon come, hopefully. But I'm sure at the moment it's just going to be 4.1K, 4.2K. How come you got 2 streams up? Is it a glitch? I'll be honest with you, last 24 hours, EV Mux has just been so silly with me. So I appreciate you telling me that because I didn't know. I'm going to sort that now, but thank you a lot for letting me in on that. I know EV Mux has been playing so silly, but big ups for picking the right one, I suppose. But yeah, big ups to Glimpse in the stream, and This Is City. Now then, Blues, if you do not know, okay, but I'm sure you do because the news came out a while ago. I just couldn't cover it sooner. Talks are officially underway for Cherki. Fabrizio Romano himself has come out and clarified that. Also, more news has been clarified, not necessarily about Cherki, but 1 every 10 streams. When I press start, it creates a new thing in the thumbnail. Yeah, I faced a similar issue. So it's the one thing about EV Mux which is infuriating. One thing, because it never really happened to me in StreamYard. Me and StreamYard, we've gone fine, but StreamYard doubled its pricing, so I pulled off of that. But to be fair, I think EV Mux is pretty well priced. Sorry, just fixing the thumbnail on this stream, so at the very least it's got the right thumbnail. There we go. If you check back on that in a minute, it should be fine. Sorry, I just got to do one more thing and then the stream can finally kick off properly. So if you'll allow me to just... Now, I do apologise for the delays. It was going to hopefully start at 9, but my computer was playing up. Funny enough, it doesn't when I'm in a bad mood or when I have a load of likes. 2 managers who have worked over Cherki both said he's absolutely great and a great teammate. Cherki's a better deal than Vert. To be honest, bank for your buck. I absolutely agree. Do you know what the great thing is about Cherki? The great thing is that this guy's not going to have the 150 million price tag pressure. Because Jack Grealish, when he joined, had that price tag of 100 million, the most expensive player in Premier League history, to join a side. You know, he was the face of the Premier League in a sense when that signing got made. Welcome to the stream, Riaz #1 fan. If you ask me, in my opinion, these attitude problems are a myth created by French media. Don't think French media, like an African showing up in the league. Sorry, but it's a true factor. Yeah, it could very well be a possibility. Riaz, don't troll again. Big ups. It could very well be a possibility. I do think that there is not necessarily lies, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm not going to obviously say that is what it is, but I think there might be a misconception on these attitude problems. Is being put out by the French media. I think they might be twisting it a bit, but yeah. Anyway, though, so we'll share screen now on to Rayan Cherki. Who have we got in chat here? Got someone else in chat now? Big of 7 is tuned in so far, by the way. Also said Bruyne had attitude. Always rumours coming from French clubs and about South American and African players that are talented. Yeah, I might actually look into that a bit more. See what the score is. Big ups Martin in the chat. Big ups. I'm gonna time you out for 10 minutes, Riaz, because you're not really contributing to the stream. Yes, Adam MCFC Quinn. Big ups, bro. How you doing? Let me know what you think to Cherki. And now, finally, I'm gonna share you my screen of transfer market. But like I was saying, I do think there is a pressure when you join a league, and you know that you were 100 million. I think there is a given pressure, a pressure that isn't your fault, but the pressure that you have. Okay, some players, they probably, that probably feeds them, okay? But some players, it probably doesn't help them. Just probably ban that guy Connect, give him like 5 chances in my stream. Yeah, go on then. Why not? There we go. But yes, Adam, welcome to the stream. Let me know what you're thinking about the Cherki transfer or the potential of it. I think that this is a good deal. I think this is just a deal that should get done. Now then, just gonna have a look at a couple of things. So look, also Ipswich. Looking to sign Divin Mubama, initial request, hoping for around 10 million, serious interest from Lille. Well, this makes sense. Lille have just lost Jonathan David, and Ipswich are about to lose Liam Delap, so this makes sense, to be fair. Hey, this is pretty smart from City. I believe we signed this guy for free, and following season we've sold him on for 10 mil, so, smart business, I suppose. I'm gonna try and find that. There's Liam Delap. Here we go. City gets 6 million from that, by the way. We get a nice, good old 6 mil. I'm sorry, but Cherki could be generational Connect. His skills are different. He's not just skillful, but output is crazy good. He's mastered the game at Lyon. Sissy, did you watch the live stream? Not at the time. I'm doing it tonight. Yes, Talsif Hussein, big ups to Tini, big ups to everyone who's in the chat. Make sure to hit the likes. Every like is much appreciated. We got 8 people in here right now. Thank you a lot. But yeah, Liam Delap, he's going to Chelsea. Look, I thought maybe like a Villa would be good, but hey, Chelsea's not bad. You could be teaming up with Cole Palmer. There's already a good relationship there. I hope he smashes it. I just hope he misses all his big chances against us. So, yeah, Liam Delap, good luck to him. I don't want bad for him, and he's gotten us an extra 6 million through this because we got a 20% selling clause, so we even benefit a little bit from that. So, hey, we'll take it, I suppose. Every little bit helps. Here you go. Exclusive news from Fabrizio earlier. Cola Torre and Pep Linders are the 2 options under consideration to be a part of the coaching staff. And it's all happened, obviously, because of the departures. By the way, Arsenal fan called Arsenal Supremacy was in MCFC Fan TV live stream and was making me and him laugh. Did you see that clip of Cherki shooting practice with his weak foot? All different perfect types of finishes. Do you agree, Connect? Cherki has best inward potential. I haven't seen tons of him. I did watch both Lyon games, home and away. or at least definitely watched that second leg where it was mental. But I believe I watched the first leg too, and everything I saw of him was crazy. And I've obviously seen the highlight reels too. He looks mental, you know. I've got my fingers crossed. I much prefer this deal to I much prefer looking to sign Cherki over Gibbs White. No offense to Gibbs White. I rate Gibbs White. I think he's a good player. But it's 70 million against 25. I think it's a no-brainer to sign Cherki. Pep did get sent by RB Salzburg back in December. Yeah, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess he was first team coach there. But maybe he just wasn't cut out for that, and maybe much more suits being a part of a coaching staff. But hey, look, I do think Pep Linder's probably for the better. I don't really know Colo Touré's record as a manager / assistant manager or whatnot. But this guy actually won stuff at least with Liverpool. I know it wasn't as much as us, but maybe he can help us win a few more things as well. Lots of deals going on. Just trying to find the Cherki stuff. Here we go. Now, and this is the news that dropped earlier, the news that we are covering today. Manchester City made contact to start initial talks for Cherki as he seems to be the number one target. He's top of the list with Gibbs White after the deal off with Wirtz, and Cherki is aware of Man City's interest. Big stuff. See my We Need Pep comment. We need Pep. He was Klopp's assistant, major part of Klopp's success. He's all about intensity and directness. Yeah, I mean, it's just screaming. It's just screaming the right move, isn't it? It really is. We need that Rangers. Here we go soon. I think in the next 2 to 3 days, we get 2 to 3 here we goes in the next 7 days. Oh man, the moment that Rangers here we go comes through, bam, I'm buzzing. I think Rangers is like, it's almost like a tap in for a good signing. I don't want to jinx it, so touch wood and whatnot. I don't want to jinx it, but I know Rangers just seem so good. Midfield of the season in Serie A, absolutely. It seems like he's carrying AC Milan for the most part. He's got over 20 goal contributions, pitching in the midfield, running the show. So fair play to him. Big ups Thomas Wilson in the stream. Next news on Rangers should just be, here we go, nothing else left. Yeah, I mean, what else can it be? I doubt personal terms are still a thing that is really even going on. So yeah, it should be all good, really. Caldoon's obviously been talking a lot today. Interview came out. We'll speak about that in just a minute. KDB mural is now gone. What a shame. Oh well. Caldoon wants everything done by June 10th. I love that. I agree. We've got a competition coming up. We should get bodies in for it. Over 10 people tuning in. Big ups. Make sure to hit the likes. Really appreciate it. If we can get double-digit likes, that'd be amazing. Again, we will look through this Caldoon interview. I did see a couple quotes. What do we think to this, by the way? I know this is an AI-generated image, but what do we think to this kit? Very funky. I know that it's not the final product. But yeah, what are we thinking to that? I don't know. This is my honest answer. I think it's very weird. I'll wait for the final product, but very, very, very strange. I don't like that it's dropping August, September, by the way. Sad thing is, it would be nice without the rain. Puma always have to ruin it. Big up MCFC Connect and chat, says Herbal. Yes, Herbal. Welcome to the stream. Big ups. How are you? Simpson Puse, speaking about his future, hinting towards a potential exit. Baxalina. Yeah, this is the news 11 hours ago. We should be signing this guy. It's an open net, and like you said, it's 20 mil. It's 20 mil. You know, with Wirtz, if we mess up on Wirtz, it's an absolute financial catastrophe. We get laughed at. We mess up on Cherki, it's 25 million, 25 mil. It's the same amount we paid for Claudio Echeverri, you know? But if he absolutely bangs it, take, we'll get it. Rain represents the local people, just like they said Manchester people care about 061. 0161. Yeah, I mean 0161, man. That seems like a real stretch of like a link to a kit, man. Genuine, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to make it seem more connected to the people in Manchester, but I really don't think, like you said, I really don't think people are bothered about what was it, like the phone number, like the phone number area for Manchester. You know, I really don't think people care that badly. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't live in Manchester. I wasn't born in Manchester. By the way, 11 likes on the stream, guys. That's huge. Thank you very much. Make sure to like and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. We're getting closer and closer to 1.45 and on the pitch for 1.5. So appreciate it. Anyway, let's have a look at this Caldoon stuff. We will come back to Cherki. Definitely want to speak about him. So, Caldoon, where are you? Where does it begin? It looks like it starts about here. Kevin De Bruyne, been extraordinary. My view is from the lens that I see football from what I've lived over these years. Oh, there's a lot. Obviously, as a chair, but also as a City fan. In my view, greatest to play for the club. Accomplishments speak for themselves. Accomplishments in terms of trophies, that tally, number of Prems, Champions League, FA Cups, Community Shields, Carabao Cups, unbelievable tally. Highest of any players ever played for this club. Personal achievements, it's PFA Player of the Year twice. Captain, leader, teammate, everything you'd hope from your most important player. Influence on everyone from the academy to the communities of fans. And yeah, just give him KDB the flowers that he absolutely deserves. You know, so really do I really do rate it, you know. Give him one last thank you essentially to KDB. Then the guy on their promo videos have a guy talking over dead over the top Mancaxon. I don't like Puma, they're pretenders. Just feels like they're trying to not blend in, but like trying to almost be a part of the club, almost be a part of the gang, you know. It's like, oh, we're into this stuff, you know, type thing, but then no one's really into it. And it's just, you almost think people are, you know, if you're following me. More stuff on KDB. We'll be back this season and is now behind us. Today's a new day, working and start preparing for the next season. I like that. You know, eyes already set on next season. Doing that since Jan. Had a feeling. Take all the good things and not so good things from this season and learn from it, improve from it. Get better. I can assure you this club will do everything possible to go back to the standards we all know we can achieve, we know we will achieve. Really, if there's one thing I'd like to do, is turn the page from last season and just focusing on next season immediately, which I think is what every City fan wants. I think every City fan just wants to erase this past season from our heads, because, well, don't erase it completely, actually, because it really did open some holes, but you know, it showed that this squad needed working on, and that's what's happening now because we had this bad season. And so hopefully we'll just get better from it. They're so silly. Remove the rain, and it's a good show. Yeah, I think it's good. To be fair, it's not the final. It's not the final product. It is AI generated, but we'll see. Big up CC3K in the chat. I was worried about coming into this interview, worried that his first interview after a bad season, maybe he would have made an excuse. No total accountability. I love it. Yeah, not making an excuse. He knows it was poor. So, yeah, big ups to him. Here we go, a bit more. After I saw fun, all the players excited about coming back. Nobody feels good about how we finished the season. They want to come back hungry. I can see the hunger. Which, again, good. When you have a bad season, I feel like it does make you hungry to get back to where you were. With City, we've been so good every year. 4 Prems in a row. At the time, 6 out of the last 7. It almost became standard to be how good we were. Yeah. And so, subconsciously, in the players' heads, there probably is that thought, we're Man City, we're going to do it. But this season shows that they aren't unbeatable. They aren't incapable of a drop-off. Being at the top level is not guaranteed. And seeing your own drop-off is an awful feeling. And I really hope it empowers them to drive forward to get back to where they can be, where they are good enough to be and where we should be. I really hope that is the case. Speaking to Rodri for an example, he's looking for games. Haaland didn't want to go on vacation. He wanted to stay with the physios and prepare for next season. That's the attitude you want. That's why you see me so positive. That's why we're going to come back so strong with a lot of positivity. Yeah. Got off the phone with Varane. He spent the day with Tiki, Pep, and Hugo Viana. Finished our last game. Today we're working. Nobody's going on vacation yet. Boom, straight back to work. Love it. And huge stuff. We intend to have signings before the Club World Cup. Signings implying 2. If we could at least have Cherki and Reinders in would be great, and if getting a fullback in as well would be perfect. It would be absolutely brilliant. To end up where we've ended up is not anywhere near the aspirations we've had, and the high bar we set ourselves. It's okay. A lot of lessons learned, experiences we'll never forget. Okay, part of the reason why, again, despite how horrible it was, a part of the reason why this season, in a way, was probably needed. Lots of challenges we've dealt with personally, professionally over the last 17 years. The combination of that experience, I believe, will be invaluable for us going forward. And when I look back last summer, we probably should have been more aggressive in some of the changes we needed to do. We didn't do it, and it ended up costing us this year. Yeah, again, accepting that the summer should have been a rebuild. We should have done some big stuff. Cherki and Raiders, I'm so doing the 2 a.m. game. That will get me fired up. 2 a.m. game, I'm dreading it. I intend to do it. I'm obviously dreading it because it's 2 a.m. But Cherki and Rangers, if there's anything that can get me going, it's them. Sorry, I have to admit, I'm well excited for this Club World Cup. I can't wait to watch our new players. To be honest with you, I don't blame you. When we're about to sign new players, okay, like imagine we signed these players on June 1st and we didn't see them until mid-July. It would be so bad, man. I just want to see them now. I want to see these players holding the blue top, and I want to see them playing for us in this Club World Cup. Club World Cup and pre-season, that's at least 6 games, okay? They would have played 6 games and had tons of time training with the squad before the actual season starts. Man, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. These guys have got so much time to bed in and so many games to actually play. What I'm going to do is sleep until 1, wake up for the game, go back to sleep because I have college next day. That's rough, bro. How did we actually survive November, December looking back, lol? I genuinely don't know. Like, I genuinely wonder. I know it wasn't long ago, but I genuinely wonder what was going through my head I can go back and find out, can't I? From my own streams, so like every time going into another game, being like, yeah, we're gonna lose that one. Yeah, we're gonna lose that one. You know, me predicting wins. No preseason, sadly. But if we make it to the final, we'll play like 7 games. Yeah, exactly. There is that. So, no preseason, but like you say, if we go far, which we should at least make our group stage, so that should be at least 4 games, plus all that training time, we should be looking good. Put up your reactions after the 3-3 Feyenoord, the first 30 seconds. Oh gosh, that game is so painful to think about. The funny thing is, once the first one went in, I think everyone had that thought in their mind that it's probably going to get worse. One thing we have with Pep, which is so fundamental, is trust. We have trust. It goes both ways. I think he trusts us and trusts me. He trusts the organisation, the club, and we trust him. Trust is what, in good times, allows you to keep winning in tough times, and that's where the true trust really shows up. And yeah, trust between manager and board is vital. You know, you want your manager and board to have a good relationship because, again, it's a part of those building blocks for success. Because if we had a manager that was at odds with his board, we would look so much weaker. You know, I don't think we have the same success that we did. But there's so much trust there, and you just can't knock it. Feeling so positive about City after this interview. I mean, I'm loving what I'm reading so far. Haaland, on Haaland, we know what we have as the most prolific striker in the world, and we have Erling completely bought it into everything that is Manchester City. Incredible talent, incredible person, at the right age. And when we look next 10 years, Haaland is at the heart of what we're building. For me, it's pretty clear and easy decision to extend the contract. Yeah. Focusing on the future, always futures. History is great. It's lovely. We celebrate it, and enjoy it. But then the page flips and a new page to write. And the future is what we can do together. How many more leagues can we keep winning? UCLs, Club World Cups, FA Cups, Carabao Cups, Community Shields. It's writing in the next chapter. And Haaland at the heart of it. Yeah. Again, I like that mentality, you know, loving what you're having, you know, and celebrating what you've gotten. But at the end of the day, they're always thinking forward, which I just think is the way. My hope is Club World Cup streams equal preseason streams. Yeah, I hope it's similar. Preseason streams were really good, to be fair. I'm going to be so hyped on that Wednesday 5 p.m. game day. Oh, yeah. You know, the other 2 watch-alongs are fine, but it's just 2 a.m. It's an absolute gut punch. It's got a balance financial. Wait there, skipped one on Tiki Legend. Wait there, let's do that. Tiki Legend, I don't use that word lightly. What Tiki's accomplished, integral to the success of the club. Having an effective football director that requires a particular style, vision, approach, and if you're going to do the Oxford Dictionary and search for football director, I think an image of Tiki should just show up. He's the personification of a great football director in everything he's done, accomplished, and the way he does it. And I look at the 13 years he's given to the club. The trophies speak for himself. His role and handprint is on every one of these trophies. There is no doubt that Tiki has obviously been a huge part of it and is a club legend when it comes to the behind the scenes. Preseason watch-alongs did so well for me, so I think for you as well. Yeah, I mean, I got like 800 views on my Chelsea one, to be fair. I don't remember. I remember that Barca game. I don't think he did it, but it was a 1 hour before game, and the game kept getting delayed. Yeah, I mean, I saw the game kept getting delayed, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing this if it's just going to keep getting delayed. So I didn't risk it, and I just went to bed. But yeah, big ups for you doing that, bro. I rate that. But I will do all the Club World Cup games because they are a competition, to be fair. No doubt. Unless, like, I literally can't do the 2 a.m. one, but I'm pretty sure I'm good. So proud of this club. Finally have a Ballon d'Or winner. We've at least, I'd say, 3 players that have a great shot at it. Haaland, De Bruyne, and I'd argue Sergio, and finally Rodri gets it. He was deservedly a winner, absolutely. Speaking about Rodri here and his Ballon d'Or, such an important player in every way possible, on and off the pitch. A huge miss, massive miss. But credit to him, top professional. Surgery, the therapy, weeks of difficult recovery, hard on every player. Some are good, recover well, others not so well. Some fast, some slow. Players are humans. Everybody's different. Rodri, top notch, trained, recovered hard, very disciplined, wanted to be on the pitch as soon as physically possible. But we had to be careful. Doctors and physios have to be comfortable with thinking Rodri for the long term for his career and make sure we play it safe. He's now fully fit and ready. I have no doubt Rodri is going to come back to the heights of the Ballon d'Or year and more. I'm so excited. I think everyone is. Almost at the end of it now, I believe. Great views on the stream. Yeah, big ups. We've had I'd say we've consistently had over 10 people tuning in. So big ups to everyone. We've got 16 likes, which is just great. So thank you to everyone. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. When Don Doon speaks, we all calm down and listen. He's the guy. Best shaman in the world, in my opinion. Oh, this interview is great. It's so good. It just inspires confidence. Khaldoon on Marmoush, excellent player, very clear. He's been on our radar for a while. He would have been a target for the summer, but the need was clear. He'd come in. You can see he's made an immediate impact. Kusanov, very talented player, defender we've been watching for a while. Would have been a player for the summer, but we needed to move early. At that moment, there was a lot of injuries in that position. Kusanov is the type of young, versatile, very talented central defender that would fit perfectly with our group. And it's a good thing we did, because I bet you a lot of other clubs would have come sniffing for this guy in the summer. You know, I think we made the right call signing him now. And look, there is that theory that the 5 million that there was an extra 5 million that we didn't pay then because Kusanov didn't play 10 games, played 9, and we deliberately avoided paying it. There is that theory, but what I would just like to say on that is, during that time, it's given Kusanov a lot of time to adapt to where he's living now, learning the language, and hopefully, come the Club World Cup, we're going to see a lot more of him. You know, I really want Kusanov to be a part of the group. If Kusanov played 10 games, we would have paid 95 million. Yeah, and he only featured in 9. We definitely deliberately avoided that. Man, it's really scraping for every penny. Marmoush x Cherki could be one of the one to watch alongside Cherki. Haaland, oh gosh, it could be wonderful, couldn't it? It just could be. And I think that's everything. I think we've read the entire Khaldoon interview. And yeah, he absolutely does he absolutely he absolutely smashed that interview. You know, a great read. Every single paragraph, it just inspires confidence, and yeah, he's just worded everything to perfection. So, you know, fair play to him. Really do like Khaldoon. Nothing will change that. You know, all the time, it's just coming out with good stuff. I so hope Spurs flops. We will be there, this City. We will be there. 100 views on this stream, guys. Big ups. 5 mil saved. Good business. Yeah, I guess it's a 5 mil that can go towards signing Cherki as well. But yeah, that covers in terms of the news. But I do want to have a look at Cherki a little bit more. I'm going to go over to FootMob and have a quick look at him. Because, again, he just seems top. What number do we reckon he'll wear? Because Ortega's got number 18. If Grealish leaves, he takes the number 10 then, probably, doesn't he? Let's go... what game are we thinking? 8.3 there against Man United in the 2-2 draw. Got an 8.2 against Man United again. I mean, just look at these though. Yeah, these are good games. Only times you didn't get above a 7 was when they lost, you know. But again, loads of green. Good previous, 8.5, 9.4 here. One of his best games, it seems. 1 goal and 2 assists. Go to stats. Got man of the match. Attacking, 1 goal, 1 shot, clinical. Passing, he was second. 61 out of his 46 passes completed. But I'm going to guess he was playing a lot of balls forward, trying to make things happen. You know, a lot of crosses, a lot of long balls. 4 chances created, 4 passes into the final third. Cherki is a worthwhile replacement. 32 GA with a terrible team is insane. Every time I watch him, he should have like 5 assists, but his teammates can't finish. Hopefully, with a player like Marmoush ahead of him, a player like Haaland ahead of him, and hopefully a Phil Foden that is in the right state of mind and is feeling good, all ahead of him, you know, maybe Savinho works on that shooting, could be brilliant. It could so be brilliant. You know, if he could smash it, we are in for a treat if this works out. We're 3 likes away from 20 likes, by the way, guys. So, hey, if we can get 3 more likes before the end of the stream, that would be amazing. Just having a scroll, trying to see if there's any more news. Doesn't seem to be any more major news, but I do just want to have another look here. Defensively, I doubt he's going to be very high, to be fair. He's not a defender. But we can see if he did his due diligence. Won both his tackles, made 2 recoveries, and got dribbled past once. He's not a defender, to be fair. His duels, he lost 1 duel, won 4. Successful dribbles 2, which was 100%, and won 2 tackles there. So, again, fair play. And he's not going to have anything for goalkeeping, is he? And now we're going to have a look at one more website. A little thing that lets us know about his game a little bit. We've used it before. We will use it again. It's whoscored.com. Rangers, here we go. Predictions. I reckon we get Rangers, here we go. I reckon we get it on Sunday. I reckon we get Rangers on Sunday. Okay, to kick off June. Friday night, that'll be Summit. Saturday night too. But I think it's going to be on the Sunday. How excited are you? A 1 to 10? For me, 10. And it's a 10 out of 10 transfer. For me, I just think it's so intelligent to do this. If there was anyone else other than Wirtz to go for, it is 100% this guy. He's going to cost you like what even amount of the fee would he cost you? He's not even going to cost you a quarter of the fee. And I think he may have gotten, maybe not more goal contributions than him, but he got a lot. 32 GA. He got more goal contributions than Florian Wirtz. Okay, and bear in mind, Florian Wirtz playing for one of the best teams in Germany with Leverkusen. Leverkusen are now one of the best, you know. And he got 31 GA for Florian Wirtz. And if we just check out Cherki again, that's 41 GA. No, 31 GA in 3,300 minutes, 45 games. So just try and keep that in your head. 3,300 minutes, 45 games, 44 games, and 1,300 minutes. Didn't even play the same amount of minutes of him, and he got more. M4CEK, big ups. How you doing, bro? Big ups for tuning in. This is Sissy, and you know Cherki is my boy. 10 out of 10. I just think I think this is screaming 10 out of 10. I think it's absolutely screaming 10 out of 10. The price, the stats, you know, in terms of statistically, he had a better season than Wirtz, okay? And he was in and out of the team a lot at the beginning of the season, you know, because I know there were some issues, but he's been cooking since, and they've been better with him than without. Now we're going to put him back here. I mean, just look at this. Key passes, very strong. Dribbling, very strong. Set pieces, very strong. Passing, strong. Through ball, strong. Crossing, strong. Holding onto the ball, strong. All the stuff you like to see. Defensive contribution, weak. But he's going to get that trained into him. He's 21, 22 this year. He's going to absolutely get that trained into him. You know, he's young. So much time to develop. I'm not worried about that. I'm really not. Cherki is class, but he needs to work on defensive work rate. Honestly, if that's his one and only issue, get it done. Get it done. It can be worked on. 1 like off 20 likes, people. Oh, 20 likes. Let's go. Big ups to everyone that's contributed towards that. Thank you. We're getting a baller for a bargain. What's not to like? Exactly. Generational potential. No joke. You get where I'm coming from, Connect. Absolutely. Any issues he has now can just be trained into him. You know? He's not going to, when he joins us, he's not going to be stagnant forever. He's only going to get better. He's so young, so much time to get this, to develop him. It just looks amazing. It genuinely does. Everything is ticking the boxes in my mind. Passes, 84% passing accuracy. Again, you might think that's a little bit low for a City potential player, but I bet you when he joins City, that's 90 and up. And again, a lower passing accuracy probably just means he's trying out the riskier passes. He's playing more and passing to dangerous areas. You see with Kevin De Bruyne, he doesn't tend to get very high accuracy. But it's because he's trying out the risky balls. He's trying out the balls that the other players won't try. Okay? And if we can get a player like that, a player that's not afraid to play a risky ball to get the ball through and potentially create a huge chance, then absolutely let's go for it. What about Ait-Nouri? I would love to see him in a City shirt. We know we're interested, and I think that's a brilliant deal if he can get it done. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Now that Ait-Nouri knows that we're interested in him, there's no way he signs a new deal. Not until he sees we've pulled out the deal or anything like that, or if the deal's just not going to happen. Now that he knows we're interested, there is no way he's going to put pen to paper just yet. He's going to wait. Pep will force him to work a lot, and TBH, someone needs to stay up there. By the way, that's why we're getting pacey fullbacks. It's their job to defend. Yeah, pacey fullbacks. You know, Ait-Nouri, I believe he's got good legs on him. Livramento, I know he's got good legs on him. So, yeah, and Livramento, I love the look of. Every time City play him, I feel like he does pretty good, to be fair. I think we've only ever done him, once. So, yeah, big ups. I think the Livramento signing is brilliant. Haaland, 50 goals next season. I think he'll cook 22, 23. I don't know if he's going to get 50, but I think he's going to get more than he got last season. I don't mean the bad season. I mean 23-24. And he got 42 in 23-24. So I think he's going to get more than that, which will be near enough 50, to be fair. Get class players in the box and Haaland will cook and have space. The thing is that Haaland needs, like you say, he needs class players around him to really help him out. Because if teams see that Haaland's our one and only goal threat, then they're going to put a ton of players around him to basically nullify our goal threat. But now that we got Marmoush, now that we got potentially Cherki, even Reinders who pitches in, okay, and if Phil Foden can get back to his best, okay, that's 4 incredibly attacking players that will provide goal threat around Erling Haaland. Suddenly, they can't just put players on Erling. Otherwise, too much space will open elsewhere unless they put everything behind the ball. Next season, we're going to be so different. You know, we're not going to be... We won't look the same team next season. Big up to everyone tuning in, by the way. We've got 10 people in here still. You know, amazing. Next season is the season to watch. I guarantee you. It's going to be absolutely class. Fingers crossed, that is. You know, maybe I'm getting too hopeful, but we'll have to wait and see. Just refreshing my my feed on Fabrizio. Can't see anything. Seems like that's all the news there is. Yeah, that looks like everything we got. You should make your keeper /loans /sell list for next video and stream. Would be a great watch. Hey, yeah, we'll do that on stream soon. I do obviously intend to do that, but yeah, we're definitely going to do that soon. I think Livermento is sort of an underrated player in our fan base. IDKY, very good, high ceiling. If Newcastle wants Jack in a swap deal, we should definitely try and get Livermento. Yeah, good point. You know, I think that is a potential good opportunity to capitalise on. You know, if they do want Grealish, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But do not loan out Jack Grealish. You know, go watch my new video if you haven't already, guys. Uploaded it last night. Basically talking about loan players and whatnot. And loaning out senior players specifically. But anyway, look, thank you all to everyone who tuned in. This stream's gotten over 20 likes, which is mad. I really do appreciate that. And well over 100 views and tons of people tuning in. We had like 16 people in here at one point. So make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. We got a bunch of likes, so you probably have. Subscribe to the channel for more, you know, onwards and forwards for the channels. Big ups to everyone who's been tuning in. And if you don't want to miss the next stream, make sure to turn the notification bell because they're not going anywhere. Big ups to you all, Blues, and I will see you all possibly tomorrow, but we'll see. Thank you all, Blues. I'll see you there.